7 daily habits that are destroying testosterone levels in men. Have you ever wondered why you're feeling more tired than usual, with less energy and a drop in libido? The answer might be hidden in your daily habits, which, without you realizing it, are destroying your testosterone levels. And what if I told you that the 6th habit on this list could be the most dangerous of all, the one causing the greatest damage to your hormonal health? Testosterone is the hormone that defines male vitality. It's responsible for your energy, muscle strength, ability to burn fat, and even your confidence. But what many men don't realize is that certain everyday actions, which seem harmless, are sabotaging all of this. And today, we're going to talk exactly about these treacherous habits. You might be ruining your testosterone without even realizing it, and if you continue down this path, the effects will be devastating. But don't worry, because by understanding what's harming your body, you'll be one step closer to regaining control. So, if you value your health, stick with me until the end of this video. What you'll discover could be the key to completely transforming your life. The first, destructive habits. Now that you're aware of how vital testosterone is for your health and well-being, let's dive into the first 3 habits that are silently undermining this essential hormone. These habits, often overlooked, might be compromising your energy, strength, and even your self-esteem. Sedentary lifestyle. The silent enemy. Did you know that lack of physical exercise is one of the main causes of declining testosterone levels? And we're not just talking about skipping the gym, but a sedentary lifestyle as a whole. Spending the entire day sitting, without moving your body, could be dangerously sabotaging your hormones. Studies show that men who exercise regularly have significantly higher testosterone levels than those who are sedentary. The solution here is simple but powerful. Get moving. Engage in strength training, go for walks, stand up throughout the day. Small actions, repeated daily, can make a huge difference in your hormone levels. Poor sleep quality. The hidden saboteur. Are you getting enough sleep? You might think that getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep a night is enough, but the reality is that this could be ruining your testosterone levels. Most of this hormone's production happens during deep sleep. If you're constantly sleeping poorly, your body simply doesn't have the time to regenerate and produce the necessary amount of testosterone. Think of your body as a machine that needs time to recharge. If you don't give it that time, performance drops drastically. Therefore, prioritize sleep. Turn off screens, create a dark and quiet environment, and aim to sleep between 7 to 8 hours a night. This simple adjustment can be transformative. 3. Diet high in sugars and refined carbohydrates. The invisible killer. What you put on your plate may be directly linked to your testosterone levels. Diets high in sugars and refined carbohydrates are true hormonal killers. These foods spike insulin levels, which interferes with testosterone production. Worse still, these insulin spikes can lead to weight gain and insulin resistance, 2 factors that further lower your hormone levels. To combat this destructive habit, start making smart food choices. Fill your plate with quality proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables. By avoiding processed and sugary foods, you'll be taking a giant step towards recovering your testosterone. These 3 habits, though they may seem harmless, are working against you every day. But now that you're aware of them, you have the power to start making significant changes to your routine. Keep watching because the next habits might surprise you even more. And don't forget, the 6th habit is the most dangerous of all. Intermediate habits and the worst of them all. As we move forward, we'll explore 3 more habits that, while they may seem commonplace, have a devastating impact on your testosterone levels. And remember, the last habit we'll discuss here is the most dangerous of all, the one that may be causing more damage than you realize. 4. Excessive alcohol, the destructive effect of drinking. Who doesn't like to relax with a drink after a long day? But what many don't realize is that regular and excessive alcohol consumption can be poison for testosterone. When you consume alcohol, the body goes into alert mode, trying to process and eliminate the substance as quickly as possible. This demands a lot of energy, and as a result, testosterone production is interrupted. And it doesn't stop there. Alcohol can also increase levels of estrogen, the female hormone, which further aggravates the situation. Men who drink regularly, especially in large quantities, have significantly less testosterone than those who limit their consumption. So, if you want to preserve your hormonal health, consider reducing the amount of alcohol you consume. The impact on your energy, mood, and physical strength will be noticeable. 5. Chronic stress, the invisible enemy. We live in a fast-paced world where stress seems to be a constant. But what you might not know is that chronic stress is one of testosterone's biggest enemies. When you're under constant stress, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. In small doses, cortisol can be useful, but when released continuously, it becomes a serious problem. Cortisol competes with testosterone in the body, and in many cases, wins this battle, leading to a drop in male hormone levels. This vicious cycle of stress and low testosterone can create a downward spiral, affecting not only your physical health but also your mental health. What can you do to combat this? The key is to find ways to manage stress, whether through physical exercise, meditation, relaxing hobbies, or even a simple walk outdoors. Every step you take to reduce stress is a step towards restoring your hormonal balance. 6. The worst of all, excessive use of electronic devices. And now, we've reached the most destructive habit, the one that might be ruining your testosterone levels without you realizing it. Excessive use of electronic devices. We're surrounded by screens, cell phones, computers, televisions, and we spend a significant amount of time immersed in this digital world. But what does this have to do with testosterone? Much more than you might think. First, excessive use of these devices is directly linked to two other habits already mentioned: poor sleep quality and a sedentary lifestyle. The blue light emitted by screens interferes with your circadian rhythm, making it difficult to sleep and directly affecting testosterone production. And the more time you spend in front of a screen, the less time you spend moving, which, as we've discussed, is harmful to your hormone levels. But the impact goes beyond that. Recent studies suggest that prolonged exposure to electromagnetic radiation emitted by these devices may have a direct negative effect on the testicles, where most testosterone is produced. This effect, although still being studied, raises serious concerns about how much modern technology may be affecting male health. And that's not all. Excessive use of electronic devices is also associated with increased stress and decreased social interaction, factors that also contribute to a drop in testosterone. So, what can you do? The answer isn't to completely eliminate electronic devices, something impractical in today's world, but to moderate their use. Set limits on screen time, especially before bed. Replace some of the time spent on these devices with physical activities, reading, or face-to-face interactions. Every minute away from the screen is a minute in favor of your hormonal health. In this section, we've covered habits that many consider normal, but that are slowly destroying male vitality. Now that you're aware of these dangers, you can take concrete steps to protect and restore your testosterone. In the next segment, we'll tie all this information together and help you chart a path to a healthier and more balanced life. Tell me, have you been practicing any of these habits daily? Did you really see that these habits are destroying your testosterone, and you didn't even know it? I didn't imagine this myself either. Before we wrap up, we still have one last destructive habit to explore, one that you may be overlooking, but that could be sabotaging your testosterone levels without you realizing it. 7. Lack of sun exposure. The vitamin D blocker. Did you know that vitamin D, produced by the body when exposed to sunlight, is closely linked to testosterone production? Unfortunately, modern life keeps us increasingly indoors, away from natural light. Without adequate sun exposure, your vitamin D levels can plummet, resulting in a significant drop in testosterone. Lack of vitamin D not only weakens the immune system but also affects muscle strength and mood. So, if you've been avoiding the sun, it's time to change that. Just 15 to 30 minutes of daily sun exposure can do wonders for your testosterone levels, as well as improve your overall health. And if you live in an area with limited sunlight, consider vitamin D supplementation as an alternative. Now, with all 7 habits revealed, it's clear that the key to maintaining healthy testosterone levels lies in small but powerful lifestyle changes. Let's quickly recap. We started by discussing sedentary behavior, this modern trap that leads to the deterioration of your energy and physical strength. We talked about the crucial importance of a good night's sleep and smart eating, free from sugars and refined carbohydrates. We explored the devastating impact of alcohol and chronic stress, those hidden villains that are draining your vitality. And finally, we uncovered the worst of all, excessive use of electronic devices, which not only compromises your physical health but also affects your mind and hormonal balance. Now, the question remains, what will you do with this information? Remember that testosterone is much more than just a hormone. It's the driving force that keeps you energized, confident, and motivated. Protecting your testosterone levels is protecting your quality of life, your masculinity, and your longevity. Small changes in your daily habits can have a monumental impact on your overall health. And the good news is that by eliminating these destructive habits, you'll not only be restoring your testosterone levels, but also promoting a healthier, happier, and more balanced lifestyle. Start today. Review your routine and identify where you can improve. Do you need to exercise more? Sleep better? Make smarter food choices? Reduce stress? Limit your use of electronic devices? It doesn't matter where you start. What's important is that you start. Every change you make will be a direct investment in your health and your future. And remember, the journey to optimal testosterone levels isn't something that happens overnight. It's a process, an ongoing commitment to your well-being. But the reward is worth it. More energy, more strength, better mood, and a life full of vigor. You now have the power to make these changes. Don't let these habits continue to sabotage your health. Take control, change the course of your life, and enjoy the benefits of healthy testosterone. Your vitality, your masculinity, and your happiness depend on it. The first step is yours. Go ahead and transform your life for the better.